Hey guys, welcome back to our fifth tutorial on Java. Today's going to be a little quick video, just about comments. So let's just get straight into the video. So a comment is basically something you use to help you keep track of your work. Like suppose I said int, just make it int x equals 2, print, no, it's wrong language, system dot out dot print ln and then x. Okay, so suppose I completely forget everything about Java, right? Suppose we make this code on one day, and we come back the next day and we're like, okay, what does this do? I understand this is like a really simple example, but sometimes when code gets really complex, it's going to be the same way. We're going to do it the same way. So we're going to be like, okay, so what does this first line do? So if you draw 2 backslashes, this starts a comment, and this just means something. Let's just show you guys an example of a comment. So 2 backslashes, then initialize initialize x to be equal to an integer value of 2, right? Yeah. So we're initializing x to be equal to an integer value of 2, and then maybe for this one we can say print x to the console. Right, so even if we run this code again, even though we have these like random phrases right next to all of our code, when Java compiles our code, it will completely ignore everything after this, just print out the int x equals 2, and then system out to print ln x. It's just going to read those 2 lines. Everything in these lines is going to be like voided by Java. Another thing is, if you have a lot of code and you just don't, suppose you don't want to use something at the moment, but you might want to call your code back later. If you just, Java developers commonly do this, called commenting out your code. So then your code will not be running. Like suppose you just click run. All of this code will just not be running. And then if you need it at a later time, you can uncomment it, or you can just leave it commented if you just don't need the code at all. Okay. So this is just a single line comment. Now there's another thing called multi-line comments in Java. I'm about to explain to you guys what that is. So we're just going to erase these single line comments for now. Okay, and then above x equals 2, I'm going to write something that looks something like this. And then after this, and then line, and this. Okay, and then after this little comment over here, I'll write something like system stem.ut.print ln I like pie. Okay, and then colon enter, and let's run this code. So all this is this backslash followed by an asterisk, and this asterisk followed by a backslash. All this means is this is a multi-line comment. So anything in between this line of code will just be voided and not compiled by Java. So I suppose I wrote a bunch of random things like this. Right? It's just going to be voided by Java. If I run this new code over here again, Java's not going to do anything about this. Just going to go down to our first actual line of code, which is not in these parentheses, in this comment, and it's going to read it. Another common mistake that many people do when they're doing this is they add their multi-line comments all the way at the end like this. Like something like this, right? And they have their print line statement outside of their code like this. Okay, and this is 100% wrong, because you see how we have a public class tutorials and public static void main string array arguments. These things have a thing called brackets at the end of them, and you always have to make sure brackets line up, brackets are always equal. In this example, the brackets that close the class and main method over here are in this comment, which means Java thinks there are no brackets that end or close the class and method. If you take these out of the, if you take these out of the comment, there will still be another error, and that is that this system.out.println is not in the main method. So as you guys can see, the class is where all the code goes, but right now I have this single method over here, and I want my code to be in this method unless I create another method. Like, I'm not sure if that makes sense for you guys right now, but as you guys watch my tutorials, you'll see what I mean. Like towards like the 20s, I'll explain this a little bit more in depth. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was pretty short and a quick one. So if you did, please make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.